3, 2, 1, 0.
Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
You're loud and clear.
Roger, we're programming and roll okay. A little bumpy along about here.
Roger. Stand by for 20 seconds.
Roger. We're smoothing out some now, getting out of the vibration area.
Roger, you feel max Q, flight path is...
Roger, feels good through max Q and smoothing out real fine. Cabin pressure coming down by 7, okay, flight very smooth now. Sky looking very dark outside.
All Roger, reading you loud and clear 7, Cape is go, we're standing by for you.
Roger, Cape is go and I am go. Our capsule is in good shape. Fuel 103, 102, oxygen 78,100, cabin pressure holding steady at 58, amps is 26. All systems are go, indicating 6G. Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous.
Roger, turnaround has started.
Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful.
Roger, 7, you have a go, at least 7 orbits.
Roger, understand go for at least 7 orbits. The Friendship 7 can see clear back a big cloud pattern way back across toward the Cape. We're all set. This is very comfortable at 0G. I have nothing but very fine feeling. It just feels very normal and very good. Have very little dirt floating around in the capsule, just a little bit. And preparing to take xylos still at present time. This is Friendship 7, the head movements cause no sensations whatsoever. Feel fine, reach test, I can hit directly to any spot that I want to hit. I have no problem reaching for knobs and have adjusted to 0G very easily, much easier than I really thought I would. I have excellent vision on the charts, no astigmatism or any malfunctions at all. I feel fine so far, over.
Roger, understand.
This is Friendship 7, have beautiful view of the African coast, both in the scope and out the window. Out the window is by far the best view. Part of the Canaries was hit by clouds. Roger, how you doing, Gordo? We're doing real fine up here. Everything is going very well, over.
John, you sound good.
Roger, control fuel is 90,100, oxygen is 75,100, amps are 22. All systems are still go, having no problems at all. Control system operating fine, over. The only unusual thing I have...
Everybody, it is 7:25 p.m. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Man, my eyes are burning. I think some vegetable oil dripped into the oven, and it is smoking like crazy in here. But welcome to the stream, guys. Like the stream name says, I'm going to be streaming for about 30 minutes. Stream. Just a short, little, quick, low-key hangout stream. I just got back in town late last night. Had a really good time down there. Me and my wife were in Miami for just 2 days. Just had some stuff to do. And we got to have some downtime as well, which was nice. But yeah, back in town. And I'm going out of town once again this coming weekend on early Thursday morning, probably like 5 in the morning. Me and my buddies are leaving. We're, the group of friends that I've talked about on here before. You probably heard me talk about them. I've known them since I was like 12. There's 7 of us, and we always rent a cabin every year, and we get together and just have a bunch of beer and hang out. It's a good time. But welcome, everybody. Good to see you, Wayfez and Sean and Mr. Andy, Star Wars Ramblings. Good to see everybody. I hope everybody is having a good start to their week. And yeah, let's get some random ass questions in here. Let's have some fun. Favorite sport? I am Iron Man. Favorite sport is it depends. Yeah, certain. Is it a cat? No, I thought a cat wanted out or in. It depends. Either baseball or football, depending on where we're at in the season. But yeah. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. Took17. Hey, Greedo, don't have super chat money with hockey coming up for the oldest, but I sat with my 3 boys and watched the Minecraft stream. Nice. They were impressed with the mods, with what the mods made. Good job, all. Yeah, man, I was super impressed. I'm definitely gonna, before I try to do my own build stream, I'm definitely gonna have to watch some tutorials and follow along because, I looked this morning for like maybe 2 minutes at somebody's tutorial stream, and dude, it's just like anything, right? You get used to something and you play it quickly, but the way these guys were building stuff, just hotkeys and quickness, was insane. I'm sure, like, if somebody watched me play, I don't know, Counter-Strike or something like that, that isn't, that has never really played PC FPS before, they'd probably think the same thing, you know what I mean? But yeah. Cap Coldblood, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of this stream. I greatly appreciate that, man. It's good to see you as always. Cap Coldblood says, any chance the Minecraft server opens to the fans? It is open. So I don't really know how to explain this, Cap. It is open. It's a public server. But it's only up when Masterbuilt, one of the mods, the guy who created the server, is on and hosting it. So it's not, there is not a like a 24-hour dedicated server at the moment. If that becomes something that people would want to mess around with, I might be open to doing that. I'd have to look at hosting prices and stuff like that. But it is, when we're live and when Masterbuilt has it running, it is open to the public. I don't know. They said they were going to change some of the permissions because when I did the stream, people had to go into the Discord server and request to be whitelisted so they could get added to the server so we wouldn't have a bunch of griefers and whatnot. And I think they said they were going to change something up. You guys are going to keep it, Wayfest? Okay, nice. So yeah, I guess the system's up. So if you want to get in the server, hop on Discord, tell them you want to play, and they'll whitelist you in the server. That's just to avoid some griefing. I can see, you know how the internet is. People love to go into servers and fuck around. So I guess it's just the best way to avoid it. But yeah, if maybe down the road I'll host a dedicated server or something like that. Like I said, I need to look at the hosting prices. Don't know anything about Minecraft hosting. Used to host Counter-Strike all the time, but don't know much about Minecraft. So anyway, Cap, I appreciate that, man. And I'll probably try to do... Oh, you implemented some anti-griefing systems. Nice, man. Nice. I'll probably try to... Like I said, I'm going out of town early Thursday morning, like 5 in the morning. So I don't know if I'll be able to do a Minecraft build stream either tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night or Wednesday night. I might be able to swing that. I might be able to do that. Yeah, we'll see. And Darth Sean, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well. I greatly appreciate that, man. It's good to see you as always. Just finished Narcos. What a show. Hell yeah. Narcos, the Escobar season, like the original Escobar season, right? Fantastic show. I'm trying to think the last time that me and my wife just completely binged a show like that. I guess we binged... I'll take that back. There's some really great, like, 30-minute episodic shows out there nowadays, like Fleabag. We just blew through that because it's so entertaining. But if you guys haven't watched Narcos, Sean just finished it. He nailed it. What a show. That's all you got to say. It is... They do such a good job of that... the villain who you kind of like, you know what I mean? You kind of, there's a little, the best villains, the best stories, the best people that you follow, as evil as they are, at least in stories, you can kind of empathize with him a little bit, right? And Pablo Escobar, at least in the Narcos TV show, they do a fantastic job presenting him as just an evil son of a bitch, but he's a family man. Kind of like Tony Soprano, right? Very similar in the way The Sopranos portrayed Tony. They're not portrayed because he wasn't a real guy, but presented Tony, you know? Yeah, if you guys haven't watched Narcos, watch it. The original first season of, not first season, but the first series, they have spin-off now called Narcos Mexico, and there's another one, right? Mexico was good too. We watched the first season of that, but we haven't really got, I don't think we started the second season. I don't think we did. But yeah. Anyway, Sean, I know I've been towards the end. It felt Breaking Bad, even though it actually happened. Right, yeah. Yeah, after the show, you know, I vaguely knew the story in the periphery, but after the show, I kind of went down a rabbit hole with just information, which I've already forgotten. I do that sometimes. I'm going to do this, like, really nice, I'm going to research stuff for a few hours tonight on my phone before I fall asleep. I'll read a bunch of shit, and by the morning, I completely forgot what I read. But that's it. But I appreciate that, Sean.
What's your ideal weather?
Goyen, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well, man. Extremely generous tonight. I greatly appreciate that. Give me one sec. Manikov is right ahead of you, but I appreciate the hell out of that. Manikov, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well. My daughter is crying. Was that her? She's a little fussy tonight. I think she's like overly tired. Can you hear her? Go to sleep. Manikov, thank you so much, man. Low on cash, good thing. Pay weeks this week. That's the best feeling ever, right? But what sucks, like, but first of all, thank you so much. If I appreciate that. Even things are tight, I'm going to tell you next time, save it until the payday. But I appreciate it. Makes me feel bad. But dude, thank you so much. Thinking of paydays and pay weeks and stuff like that, I do a lot of freelance stuff.
Hello everyone.
One sec.
Long time no see, Greedo.
Oh, nice.
I was Nick the Geek before. Man, haven't been to a Steam in months. You excited for the NFL season?
Nick, good
to
to
see
you,
man. Do you think the
man.
Jags get a wild card, or even win the South?
Nick, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. It's good to see you. Yeah, Nick the Geek. Always talking about them Jags. Give me one sec. I got Manikov and Goyen right ahead of you. But, dude, I appreciate that. It's good to see you. But, yeah, Manikov, like, I do a lot of freelance stuff. And the pay, sometimes, like, companies or they have these, like, 45-day, no earlier than 45 days of receiving the invoice will you get paid, right? So I'll do all this work. I'll just bust something out after over a week or two period. And I do a whole bunch of work, and then I send an invoice, and then it's just kind of waiting for like 45 days. And I'm like, God, it just kind of like, you almost forget that you did all this stuff, and then a check shows up in the mail. It's just, yeah. But it's good. Sometimes it's kind of just a nice surprise in the mail. But, yeah, it's always nice, Manikov. It always feels like a weight is off of your shoulders, right? Just a little, I can breathe a little easier now. I don't have to stress out for another week or so. But yeah. But I appreciate that, man. Next time, wait. Make me feel bad. And Goyen, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. What's your ideal weather? You know, man. Like, I'm gonna say high 60s. Low 70s, maybe. Like that a little bit, just that perfect, I don't know, in between hot and cold. Just a little chill in the air. Just a little bit when the breeze hits. My favorite weather would probably be like June or July in the Adirondacks. Let me see what the average temperature is. July. Let's go with Old Forge weather. July, Old Forge weather. June, okay, highs of 76, lows of 52. I guess that's the average in Old Forge, New York, which is a part of the Adirondack Mountains. High of 76, low of 52 in July. And that is probably my favorite weather I've ever been in. I like it. I love it. especially there. My wife's grandma has a cabin on one of the lakes up there. I can't remember what they're called. There's a name for them. So I can't remember. And she owns a cabin there, and there's a dock, and we used to go up there every summer, but you know, it's kind of difficult with the baby. We'll probably plan a trip up there next year. But like every morning, I would, 7 in the morning, I'd run out off the dock and jump into the lake, and I'd bring like my shampoo and everything, and the water would be fucking freezing, and it was just, I loved it. It was like 60 something degrees outside, and you're just jumping in there and washing off and taking your bath in the lake. I loved it. So that's my perfect weather right there, Goyan. Old Forge, New York. Perfect in July. Absolutely perfect. But yeah. But I appreciate that, Goyan. Thank you so much for the super chat channel support tonight, and the fun little question there. Now it's raining, I think. I think that's what I'm hearing. And Nick the Geek, Nick the Minnesota sports guy now. Oh, sport guy now. Okay, there we go. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the support tonight on two fronts here. Hello, everyone. Long time no see, Grudo. I was Nick the Geek before. Man, haven't been to a stream in months. You excited for the NFL season? Do you think the Jags get a wild card or even win the South? Golly, I obviously I'm going to say, of course they're going to win the South. I've learned to curb my hype. I've learned to kind of like go in with super low expectations, and then be pleasantly surprised, because most of the times, I used to have season tickets for like 5 years to the Jags. And in those 5 years, it was a very uneventful 5-year chunk in their history. And since then, it has always just put a bad taste in my mouth. Like the beginning of every season, I get excited, of course. I get excited, but then like it's weird. I go into games thinking that, it's just going to be another loss. And I wonder what other, like, if you're a Patriots fan, you're obviously a Vikings fan. Do you go into a game, watching a game, thinking, oh, my team's just going to lose. I'm just going to have a couple beers and maybe eat some hot dogs and just watch us blow it another season. That's how I go into every Jags game. Like, unless, a couple seasons ago, it was very exciting. We almost made it to the Super Bowl. Could have beat the Pats, but, and then last season was just like, we're back to it. We're back to being good old Jacksonville Jaguars. But I'm very excited just because of the change. Got a little bit of Foles action, and just changing things up. Not that I have like a lot of faith in Foles. Not that I have a lot of faith in kind of mixing it up or individuals like that. I'm just excited for the change, just for the change, just to see, what happens. Because if something's not working, why not? But I appreciate that, Nick. Oh, and once again, Nick the Geek, thank you so much once again for the super chat and channel support. Also, how's the kid? Here's more money because I've been gone forever. I've kind of fallen out of the Star Wars community and looking to get back. Well, yeah, it's Star Wars. The hype is definitely going to be coming back. That's just, I've seen that on this channel for the 8 years that this channel's been existing, right? News comes out, you get a big bump in view. Dude, it's so weird, Nick. It's so weird. Like, I put it, the videos that take off on this channel are ones that I'm like, I made a face app video that has like 110,000 views. And I just found, I like looked at my video list and I was like, what? Why is that the one that took off? Why couldn't it have been the one that I put like a week of research into? Why is the face app video taking off? That's so weird, man. Oh no, it's at 137,000. Like, why is that the one that just takes off? It's so weird. It's so weird to me. But yeah, like the ebb and flow of this channel. It's the ebb and flow of Star Wars, right? You can All you got to do is do a Google search and compare trends. It's called Google Trend if you've never looked at it. It's interesting. Not just Star Wars, just you can Google certain terms or keywords and names, and it'll show what it graphed in popularity over the years. And you can just see, put it up next to Marvel, and you can just see the huge bumps when Marvel movies come out, right? It's interesting. I like that side of the analytics. Well, you guys know I like the history of all this stuff, so it's kind of like real-time history, right? Just see the popularity of things, like in a measurable capacity. It's not just like, oh yeah, it was popular in the 90s. No, that you can literally see people's interest and popularity of the thing by typing it into a bar on the computer screen. It's so crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, welcome back, man. I appreciate that support. Sorry. Well, let me see. The kid's good. She's growing, man. It's insane. It's insane. Like me and her. I stay home with her during the day, and we were looking through a photo album that I made of her first year. And it was just, it's a shitload of pages, a ton of pictures. And I was just looking through it, and she was looking through it with me. She's 16 months old now. And it's just crazy. Just in those 16 months. I'm still the same person. I haven't really grown. Maybe I got a few more wrinkles. But she's just like a completely different human being in those 16 months. It's insane. It's insane. Insane. But I appreciate that, Nick. And SWTOR Prospector, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well. SWTOR says CNN showed unaltered A New Hope clips, but in HD. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm very curious. What that was. For those of you who don't know what SWTOR is talking about, I'm assuming we're on the same page here with the tweet that I sent out. About the CNN movies thing. CNN has a really great series called, I think it's called The Movies. I think that's just what it's called. And they go decade by decade and talk about, popular movies and popular actors and actresses, and they talk about, they interview filmmakers, and it's a really interesting and really well done show. And they had a Star Wars segment. And it was the way I described it, and SWTOR, you definitely saw this tweet, so you know what I'm talking about. The way I described it was, all the clips that they seemed to have shown were clips that were changed in the special editions, right? So they showed the Death Star explosion, but it wasn't the special edition Death Star explosion. It was the original theatrical release Death Star explosion. They showed Greedo and Han in the cantina. And it wasn't the special edition Greedo and Han in the cantina. It was the original. And it was just multiple examples of that. Almost like somebody editing the TV show specifically chose these scenes to just in order to put the original versions on TV. Now, were they just from an old DVD or VHS copy upscaled? It didn't seem so. It was pretty high definition. Is it from the despecialized edition? Could be. That's my guess. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's interesting. It's interesting. That might be an interesting topic for a video, SWTOR. It's kind of something that I just noticed, and I don't know if it's really been discussed anywhere else other than my Twitter, where I tweeted it. But that might be a fun little quick video that I could do a little chit chat with. If I could find a goddamn pen, I would write that down. Right under here. CNN. OT. Let's just do that. I wrote CNN, OT, and in the morning I will completely forget what the hell that means. But yeah. Philippe Sasso, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Hi from Brazil. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mr. Sasso. Thank you so much. I'm trying to think. I was going to say I've always wanted to go to Brazil. I was I was gonna say I had the opportunity. That is very weird. What am I looking at? Philippe, I googled Brazil, and the top story in Brazil, Philippe, is a Brazilian gang leader tried to escape prison dressed as his teenage daughter. And I thought this picture was like a doll. This is so weird. This is freaky looking. Pretty ingenious, but you got caught, you son of a bitch. Yeah, Google that, Philippe. You probably heard about it, living down there. That's crazy. No, I was gonna say I wish I would have had an opportunity to go to Brazil when I was down in South America, but we never got close. We were kind of mainly on the west side of South America, but yeah, just Google Brazil news, and it's on my screen. It's the top story. Interesting. This is pretty much Brazil. I did not expect to see this when I Googled your country, man. It's funny. Well, I mean, you Google America. There's a lot of weird, crazy, fucking shit as well. But I appreciate that, Philippe. Thank you so much, man. Tell Brazil I said hello. And I want to call you Nick. I'm going to call you Nick the Geek. Nick the Geek, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well, man. Once again, in 2017, both the Vikings and Jags lost in the NFC and AFC championship games respectively, and in 2018, both missed the playoffs. I understand the pain. I didn't realize the parallels were so similar. I actually did not know that. Interesting. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I feel like I have a buddy who's a big Vikings fan. He grew up down the street with me. He's going to the cabin this weekend with me. Known him since I was like 12, I believe. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, I didn't really know. I had no idea that the parallels were so similar in the past couple of years. Interesting. But the more I think about it, the more the more you talk about it there, Nick, the more excited I get. The first preseason game is actually this coming weekend, and I'm excited for that because our cabin trip is obviously this weekend as well. Me and my buddies I've known almost my entire life. I've said this before, but we try to get a cabin every single year, and it's been a tradition for, 15 years maybe. We've gone on these road trips, and we're all big Jags fans, so we're gonna try to find a way to watch it. Because I'm sure it's not televised up there where we're staying, but anyway, Nick, I appreciate that, man. Golly, guys, I thank you so much for the channel support tonight. I apologize for being a little slow, but I will absolutely get to you, and I appreciate the patience. Damon P. Aquadio, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well, man. It's good to see you. Football is almost here. Greedo, you ready? I am ready. I'm very ready. I'm ready for, preseason. I'm not ready for preseason. It's fun in a way of like, hey, you want to come over and have a few beers and not really pay attention to the game because all the starters are going to be out in the first half. But then once the season starts and once I get to go to a game and once things get into gear and once you hear that AC/DC blasting on the speakers as the players run out on the field, and it gets exciting. It gets very exciting. It's just like a communal kind of thing, right? Friends over. My wife's a big football fan. Sometimes more than me. Mostly more than me. My mom is a really big football fan as well. Way more than my dad. He doesn't give a shit. And so it's always fun to watch it with family and friends for sure. But Damon, I'm excited. I hope you're excited as well. If you like football, I wish I could put a poll without using Nightbot. What's everybody's favorite football team? And if you don't like football, type poop. All lowercase poop. There's going to be a lot of poops in here. Even if you do like football, I guarantee some people are just going to type poop. Carter Lovejoy, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Carter says, you should make video in honor of your last parody video titled, "Oh no, Hello Greedo called me out for the clickbait," or something like that. Did somebody mention it? That's funny. It's fucking hilarious, Carter, to see which people think that I'm talking about which people. Does that make sense? I've had people comment in the comment section of those types of videos saying, "LOL, this is just like blank." And I'm sitting back like, I don't know who blank is, but it's hilarious that people are kind of connecting dots where dots don't exist. And I love it. It means that it's doing its job. It means that that video is doing its job. When certain people like get upset about those videos, and I don't even know who those people are, the video is working. Let's just say that. Oh, hyperbole? Welcome to the internet. I love it. I'm never going to stop making those types of videos, Carter. And the funny thing is, like, some people act like, people who I guess don't follow the channel, or people that think that it's a targeted thing towards them, don't realize that I've been making those types of videos for 8 fucking years. You know what I mean? It's not like a new thing. I've been making those types of videos for 8 years. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Carter, I appreciate it, man. And a Geeky Nerd, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well, man. Thanks for being a positive support for me as a fan, because I have felt that I was not a true Star Wars fan because I like TLJ and Galaxy's Edge. No, don't ever feel like that. You know, I have a deeply held philosophy. You like what you like. And if you don't like something, that's fine, right? Don't let anybody tell you that you're wrong for liking something or wrong for disliking something. I think it's very strange how these pockets, not even in fandoms, I'm not just talking about Star Wars, I'm talking about almost just the internet in general. Like, people are so steadfast in their one-sidedness. It's like there's no middle ground for anything. It's very strange to me. And it's not, like I said, it's not even just Star Wars. It's fucking Apple and Android. Well, you should have drove a Toyota instead of a Ford. You should have bought Rachel Ray pots and pans instead of Cuisinart. What are you doing? I don't understand why people get so invested in one thing over the other. You know what I mean? It's so silly. It's definitely not new in the fandom. But anyway, a Geeky Nerd, I greatly appreciate the kind words. Don't get discouraged, you know, and like, there's really no, I don't know. It's almost best not to pay attention to any of it, you know? I mean, really, it's fun to talk Star Wars and stuff like that with people who can talk Star Wars and not just want to tell you why you're wrong, you know? Because, I mean, like, that's not a conversation. Debate me, coward. I don't give a fuck. I'd be talking to a brick wall. Like, people are so silly. Yeah. Whenever I get those kind of tweets or something like that, I always want to take a picture of my daughter's dirty diaper, just like sitting in the trash can. Debate me. Why don't you ever talk to me about Star Wars? You only talk to people you agree with. Picture of a diarrhea shitty diaper. But I appreciate that, a Geeky Nerd. Thank you so much, man. Philippe, once again, that's pretty much Brazil. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know what he's referencing right there, Philippe is from Brazil, and I googled Brazil just for the hell of it. And the first story that popped up is Brazilian gang leader allegedly dresses up as daughter in failed prison escape. And it is one of the creepiest pictures I've seen. It's like a rubber mask that tries to look real. Like if you saw this person walking by, you would be like, oh, that's not a real face. It's weird. It's weird. And Travi M, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well, man. I greatly appreciate that. Travi says, if you're going to Star Wars Celebration next year, I'm going to be showing off my Kylo Ren cosplay. Can't wait. All your videos have been great and very funny. Well, thank you so much for the generous words there, man. I greatly appreciate that. All your videos have been great and very funny. Not all. Let's just say not all. I'm not going to say all. There have been plenty of duds. Plenty of duds. Plenty of duds. But yeah. But I appreciate that, man. And I don't know if I'm probably not going to go to Celebration, unfortunately, Travi, but because it's next August, right? And that's kind of where that's usually this time of the year, right? That's usually when we plan these cabin trips and stuff like that. That's usually when certain things pop up. I don't know if I'll be able to swing any kind of I don't think I'd be able to swing a trip, to tell you the truth. Got a lot of stuff usually going on around this time of the year, and we usually plan a trip up to the Adirondacks as well, like Adirondack Mountains. But if anything changes, I'll definitely walk the floor and tell everybody, hey, let's meet here. Be fun. But we'll see. It's a year away, so don't really know what's going to be going on. But I appreciate the support tonight, Travi, and I appreciate the kind words. And do you have the Kylo Ren cosplay done? If you do, shoot me a tweet. I'd love to see it. Or if you're in the building process, I'd love to see that as well. But I appreciate that, man. And Carter Lovejoy, once again, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Coming this Xmas Star Wars Holiday Special 2, directed by Tommy Wiseau, and starring him as Kylo Ren. Spoiler alert. It's a Star Wars version of The Room, and Kylo and Rey hook up for all you Reylos. I need to investigate the Reylo thing. I know about it on the periphery, but I haven't really looked into it at all. Is it just that are Reylos people that want them to have a romantic relationship, or think that they're going to have a romantic relationship? Anything's on the table, right? Or is it people that are like deeply invested in the idea and they won't let it go? I honestly haven't looked into it that much. But yeah, somebody needs to make that though, Carter. As just like a YouTube skit. Somebody out there can do a good Tommy Wiseau impression, and do it with the Kylo Ren voice modulation. You know, that's not a bad idea. Doing like scene for scene or major moments from The Room, but as Star Wars characters. That's not a bad idea. I like that. Somebody make it. Carter, make it. But I appreciate the hell out of that support tonight, man. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, so I could make that. I have helmets. I have a green screen. I can make silly voices. I can do that. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, I appreciate that, Carter. Nick the Minnesota Sports Guy, Nick the Geek, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support once again. Vikings versus Atlanta, at Green Bay versus Oakland. Wait. At Chicago. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. Those are ats and homes. At Chicago, New York, Philly. Green Bay. I'm going to 5 games. Nice. Are they all 5 the home games? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 home games. Is that right? 8 home. Yeah, that makes sense. 8 home. That's going to be blast, man. I love going to I love going to the games. If it's an all-day event, right? It's a lot of fun, but a part of me prefers sitting my ass on the couch. I used to love going early, get there at like 7 in the morning. The game starts at 1, and you're just drinking beers and grilling out and hanging out. It was a lot of fun. I really love doing that. But lately, I just want to be in my undies and sitting on the couch with a blanket and a beer. That's what we did. That's what we did last season. My daughter was only like 4 months when the season started. And, you know, we would just lay on the ground and she'd be laying there playing. And, you know, me and my wife would just be drinking beer and watching football and playing with my daughter on the floor. It was a good time. It was a good time. But that's going to be a blast, man. It's going to be an absolute blast. And Damon Piacquadio, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well. Carson Wentz and the Eagles will be great again. What was, let me see. Let's see. The Eagles. How do I type this without the band coming up? All right, there we go. Let's see. 2018 season. What was their wins? What was their wins? What was their wins? Let's go. They were 9-7. Okay. Let's see. 2017. 2017 or 13-3. Okay. Let's see. Injured in late 20 return as starting week 3. But a back injury would bump him down as the number 3 quarterback instead of being placed. Okay, so I didn't. Nick Foles would start as a remainder. Okay, I didn't realize that he was actually back in at all. Okay, interesting. I thought he was out for the entire season. Well, that's exciting for you. A little bit of hope there. A little bit of hope. Yeah. Best of luck to you, Damon. Let's see what your schedule looks like. Schedule. NFL preseason. Okay, we have a preseason game against one another there, Damon. Thursday, August 15th. And then let's see. I think that's it. We don't have a regular season game. Interesting. I don't think, unless I'm missing it. Well, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. Foles versus Wentz. Preseason game, I guess. We'll see. But I appreciate that, man. Hopefully you guys do good this season. Back in full swing. David Bizzett, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for super chat and channel support this evening. Hey, sorry for the long time. No support. Lost job / got new job. Nice. Cannot make it rain again. Question, Vader Immortal. Is Black Bishop Snoke? I think so. Vader Immortal. I haven't looked at anything. I don't have a VR thing. Let me see. I literally... Official trailer. This is something that I don't know anything about. Unfortunately, David. Let me pull this up. Oculus VR complete playthrough. Complete playthrough, episode 1. 41 minutes. This is, David, I am looking at a video of a guy playing it. The channel is Virtual Reality Oasis. This is literally the first time I have ever seen this. I think the reason that this is the first time that I've ever seen it is because I don't have a VR headset, and I would, like, if I watched too much of this, I would want to buy a VR headset, and I can't afford that shit. This looks cool, though. Let me see. Vader Immortal. Black Bishop, Vader Immortal. Black Bishop was a male individual who knew about Lady Corvax and the Bright Star. At some point during the Imperial era, he helped Darth Vader in his quest to bring Padme Amidala back to life. The Black Bishop first appeared in the first chapter of Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, a 3-part virtual reality series created by ILMX Lab. Interesting. Interesting. Is episode 2 out yet? Preview. I guess it's not out. It will be previewed at the. Oh, it'll be previewed at D23 this year. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Alex and Molly have a Oculus, right? I think they do. I think they played this. At least I feel like I've seen pictures of them playing it. It's crazy though. Like, David, I'm really excited for the price of VR headsets to come down drastically. I mean, it's like any other technology, right? It starts off extremely expensive. I mean, look, the first DVD players were like $800, $900. Hey, and then a couple years later, like literally 4 years later, you could pick one up for $50 or $100. Like, it comes down so quick. VR might take a little longer for it to get down, but eventually it's just going to become another accessory, and it's not going to be too expensive. I believe that, at least. Hopefully, at least. At the moment, it's just too expensive, man. And like, I would love to have one, but I don't know if I'd play it that often, to tell you the truth. But yeah. And Travi M, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Yes, episode 7, 8, and 9 versions will tweet you. Yes, please do. I love to see that kind of stuff, man. Yeah, please tweet it to me. And maybe put a little bit of detail in the tweets that you send me. I like to know about the building process and stuff like that. I don't know if you've seen my Stormtrooper armor. I guess I could. Let's see. Starting soon. Yeah, here's a pic. You can't really see it, but that's me and my Stormtrooper armor. I made a video call. If you just Google "Hello Greedo Stormtrooper armor," you'll see a video that I made all about it. I like the building process, so feel free to tweet it to me and put a little bit of info in there. I'd love to read a little bit about it. But I appreciate that, Travi. And David Bizig, once again, thank you for the super chat and channel support, man. All good. All good. A lot of people say he looks, sounds, moves like Snoke. I think there is a lot of evidence there, also given his role in the plot. It's sketchy. Interesting. He can force teleport and not scared of Vader. Huh. Interesting. It would be, maybe, obviously, anything's maybe, but just from the outside looking in, not knowing anything about the story, it would be very weird for me to find out that the first little bit of backstory we get about Snoke is in a very kind of, I guess, exclusive is the right word to use, Star Wars virtual reality experience that not many people are going to be able to play. You know what I mean? That just seems like a very strange place to have this big character reveal and dump of backstory. And maybe they won't reveal that in this VR series, but maybe they will, in something else and say, yeah, that was Snoke in the VR series. Maybe. But yeah. Could be. I'm going to have to watch a playthrough or something like that, or maybe there's no way Oculus would give me a headset. Maybe as a game changer, there's some contacts at Oculus. I doubt it. I wouldn't be able to. This looks so awesome. I'm watching this guy play it, holding a lightsaber, that looks so awesome. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this with the sound on. Is he controlling himself, or is this on rails? Like, is he actually moving his character, or is he just... Is it just like a roller coaster and he can look around and move his arms and stuff like that? Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into this more. Anyway, David, it's good to see you, man. I appreciate that support tonight. And I completely forgot this thing existed. I'm gonna have to check it out. And maybe one day when VR headsets are way less expensive, I'll jump in. But yeah. And force teleport. Let me see. Is that a power? I don't see that listed. Let's see. Force teleport. Rare force ability that enabled you to move from one place to another. Is this in the Clone? Oh, it is in the Clone Wars. Okay. I think I've watched these. Let me see. Yeah, I've watched these. I don't remember seeing the teleport thing. First appearance was Star Wars Republic, Infinity's End. Through 12. Is this a comic? Is it? Okay, it is a comic. Huh. Came out in 2000? Is that what I'm seeing? Anyway. Interesting. Interesting. Caleb Kemp, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support this evening, man. I greatly appreciate that. You can see him do it in the playthrough. Wait, what is it? Okay. In most of them online, you can see BB do the force teleport. Really? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch some of this this playthrough stuff. Caleb Kemp, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. How do you like your music, MP3, CD, or vinyl? You know, that is one, I guess, medium that I have no allegiance to a physical thing. I have a few vinyl. I have a record player. I used to really just have vinyl to hang them on the wall because there were some albums that I liked putting on the wall and that I liked the artwork and stuff like that. I used to put on, I don't know, back in the day, a lot of Iron and Wine on my record player, some Bright Eyes. My dad gave me some Santana or Steely Dan vinyls, that kind of stuff. But lately, past 2 years or so, I probably haven't messed with it more than a couple times. I'm not a purist when it comes to my music. I get why people are. I get why people like that tangible physical thing in their hand, but I feel like not necessarily the older I get, but the more accustomed I get to having just digital things, the less I really care about physical things, if that makes sense. Music was like the first one to go for me. Then it was movies. Well, man. Yeah, I guess then it was movies. I only really buy movies that I love, or Star Wars movies, or things like First Man, right? First Man was the first movie that I bought since Mad Max Fury Road. I'm very, very selective with what I buy physically when it comes to movies. So the first to go was music, physical things. Second was probably PC games. The third was movies. The fourth is video games now, like console games. I had a hard time, wanting digital copies of video games because, I don't know, I like having that physical. When I think of a console, I still think of putting something in and having the physical thing, and I can, I don't know why. Oh, what if I don't have internet and I can't download it? That's never gonna fucking happen. But, yeah, I'm not a purist. I will take my music in MP3, WAV, whatever, as long as it's digital. What's another one? FAL, right? FAL is one of the higher qualities that you can get, I believe. I'm not too sure. Anyway, I appreciate that, Caleb. I appreciate that channel support tonight. And Mr. Toffs, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well. Right behind. Oh, Flack. Thank you. Flack. Thank you. I butchered that. Mr. Toffs, thank you so much for the final super chat of the evening. I gotta hop off here. I'm gonna make some popcorn. Me and my wife are gonna watch Idris Elba on Hot Ones in bed, and yeah, enjoy ourselves. So, Mr. Toffs, thank you so much. Fuck, marry, kill pancakes, French toast, or waffles. I would kill oh man, I'd kill waffles. No, I take that back. My eyes were reading waffles, and I just said waffles. That was a slip. I would kill pancakes. Pancakes can be thrown like a goddamn frisbee out the window. They're so hit or miss. I like my pancakes with a nice kind of layer of crispiness. A little crispy outside, and I can't think of the last time that I went somewhere that a pancake wasn't... Like, it's easy to make fluffy pancakes. It's easy to make. If you guys have never tried to make pancakes, make pancakes. You can make a fucking fluffy... Anybody can make a fluffy pancake. It's hard to make a crispy, thin, like, layer, or like a skin, almost, of a pancake with a fluffy inside. That's what I like. But I would kill the pancake. I would probably marry the waffle and fuck the French toast. Yeah. French toast. It's a once in a while thing. A waffle is just like you can't really mess up a waffle. It's consistently good. You put it in a waffle iron. Well, we have a waffle iron at least, and you just put the batter in. And you just close it, and then it blinks red when it's hot enough, and you just open it up, and you're good. So yeah, fuck French toast, marry a waffle, kill a pancake. There you go. I appreciate that, Mr. Toffs. I always like these silly ass questions. They're fun. I'm all in for waffles too. There you go. Appreciate that, man. All right, guys, I gotta jump off. It is make a s'more, and instead of graham crackers, use a waffle. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Interesting. Huh. I've never heard of that before. That's a really good idea. All right. Going on a cabin trip, actually, this weekend. So, maybe I'll suggest that. Interesting. All right, guys. Hopping off. Time to make some popcorn, hang out. But I appreciate the hell out of all the support tonight. I appreciate the hell out of everybody that super chatted. There were a lot of you guys tonight, so thank you so much. It's I don't even know what to say. I really appreciate it, guys. And I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, hanging out for a little bit. Let me run down the list real quick. Mr. Toffs, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Caleb Kemp, thank you for the super chat and channel support. David Bizig, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Travi M, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Damon P. Aquadio, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Nick the Geek, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Carter Lovejoy, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Philippe Sasso, thank you for the super chat and channel support. A Geeky Nerd, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Damon P. Aquadio, once again, thank you for the super chat and channel support. SWTOR Prospector, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Goyen, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Manikoff, thank you for the super chat and channel support. And Darth Sean, thank you for the super chat and channel support. And Cap Coldblood, thank you for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, guys. Yeah, Sean, good to see you as well. Always good to talk to you, man. Hope everything's going well for you. But, all right, everybody, thank you so much. I will be doing another stream tomorrow night, and if I have some time, I'll do a little bit of Minecraft research, maybe watch some tutorials and whatnot, and I can hop on and look like a complete and total idiot while I try to figure out Minecraft. We'll see. We'll see. All right, everybody. As always, have fun. Be nice. Kick some ass. Get some shit done. And I will catch you all on the flip side, all right? See ya. Bye.